Hey, good morning, everyone. Give us just a couple minutes to get started here and we will get things rolling. All right, let's get a couple things shared up here and we will begin. All right, so you guys should be able to see my screen here now. Let me pull up a couple of windows for Zoom to help better handle this. We got a nice full room here today. I'm really excited. So my name is Derek Woodward and I'm with ASEA and I've been with them for a little over a year now. And what I'm going to do here today is to kind of run you through the brand new ASEA Connect 2.0 app. I say brand new, but we have had this app out for a few months now. And but what's great is I can see the users and we get hundreds of new users daily with this app. And so we have a lot of people who want to join in on our calls to learn how to use this app and how to best take care of it as you're dealing with your prospects. And so that's really the basis of this call. We take about a half an hour to go through a couple things with the demo, and then I'd like to open this up to a Q&A from you guys here on the call. And so what I urge most people to do if they're listening to this call is to use the Q&A on Zoom or simply just chat in a question. I can help you with most things here on the call and just kind of get you some kind of a one-up on how to use this app to your advantage. So let's go ahead and get started here. I have a quick little presentation just to kind of show you a couple interesting tidbits here. We have a training schedule that we like to stick to. I took off the Thursday block because we didn't have very many people jumping on. It was normally dinner time for a lot of those people who were jumping on. So we're sticking with our Tuesday 10 a.m. Mountain Time slot. So this time slot right here, you can find us on Zoom and we'll be here for a quick little 30-minute get together to make sure you guys know all the new things with the app and things that we're doing here for you. So we record a lot of our trainings and we host them up on a few of our different areas. Our homepage, ASEAConnect.me/training. So over here we have our ASEAConnect.me page, and this is where you can go through, learn about the app, things like that. But up here in this training button, this is where you can find all of our pre-recorded trainings from our live Zoom calls that we sit with. And so that's a good area for you to be able to stay tuned with us. So you click on this little training button here at the top and it'll take you where you need to go. If the internet is behaving for that. So we'll leave that up here while we continue here. And we also post these up on our Facebook page, facebook.com/ASEA Business Coach. We get a lot of people here through Facebook who are watching our training calls. And so I want to make sure you guys are aware of that. So if you go to facebook.com/ASEA Business Coach, or just simply search for ASEA Connect in the top here, you're going to find a page with this logo here that says ASEA Connect, and you're going to click on it. And this is where you can jump in and view our other posted trainings just like that there as well. So moving along here, we have an in-app training section that grows probably every couple of weeks as we add new content here to the app. I get emails on a regular basis of new content to record and add to the app. So if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to add that to me and we can add another area in here. One area that we've been working on adding here is a social media sharing video, just to kind of give you a one-up on showing you how to share via social media, a quick video, just to make sure everyone knows how to use it. And we're also working on some things to add to your Instagram stories, some other things like that to keep the ASEA news moving in that direction. So the in-app training section, which I'll show you here in just a minute. Now, the training schedule for today, we're going to go through a couple of these items in here, but I'd like to make sure we have enough time to open this up to a Q&A from those of you that we have in the room. I have a lot of new faces who are joining us on the call here today, so let's make sure you guys all have time to ask some questions. Now, the email I was mentioning before that most people use to reach me is this connect@aseaglobal.com email address. This is the email address that you can use to reach me for any questions you have on ASEA Connect. If something's just not working right, I can be of service to you and help you out, make sure things are working as they should. So connect@aseaglobal.com is what you're going to want to use. So let's move a couple things into frame here, and let's take a few minutes just to show you a couple important areas of the app as we get started here. All right, so what we're looking at here is my iPhone, my iOS phone here. This is what it looks like when you get to the home page of the app. For those of you who are brand new with this, you're going to find this app on our App Store by simply going to the App Store and searching for ASEA Connect. Like so. You're going to find this page right here for ASEA Connect, and you're going to be able to install it. And when you open it up for the first time, it's going to have you log in. I'll show you right now here. Let me log out. You're going to log in using your virtual office credentials, which I'm going to go ahead and do right now. Let's make sure I type the right password there. It takes a minute there. Okay, perfect. You can see already my language is not set to English. So that's one of the first things I'm going to show you here is how to adjust your market and your language. All right, so if I go down here in the settings here, this bottom area here, I can go to that cogwheel right there. And if I go back one, you can see this, I have a market and language button right here with the flag. Let's go ahead and adjust that here real fast. We're going to first of all change the market, and then we're going to change the content language. So the first step is changing the market. And then it's going to tell you, okay, in the United States, you have a choice between English, Chinese, Spanish content. Which one would you like? And this is where you select which one you prefer. And then down here, this is where all the buttons and all the text are in a specific language, such as this market and language here at the top. We're going to want to change that from German to English. And by doing that, it's going to refresh my app and show me content in United States English language. You can see right there, it's already been adjusted. So let's give it a minute here to reload the content, and we'll go ahead and get started with a quick tour of the app and show you a couple of things. Maybe we'll go through some social media sharing, which is something that everyone likes to look at and make sure they understand how to use. All right, so as it loads up here, you can see the app is broken up into many sections here: Share ASEA, product resources, business resources, and you can see a couple of my text here is still in German. So a way to fix that, we have a feature here called pull to refresh. You can see as I start to drag down on this banner space here, I get these little spinning wheels here. And if I pull that down, it will refresh my content and make sure I'm pulling in all of the latest videos and documents for that specific market. And if it's still stuck in the German language, there's another trick that I can show you guys how to use to fix that. All right, we're just going to go ahead and ignore that. This button here is a See All button here. So in this section here, you should be able to click on this little button here and see all of the content that we have in here. And then you can also sort it down just a little bit further by going here and sorting it by chronological to see the latest things I've added in here, things like that. You can also use the search box up at the top to find something about the compensation plan. If you want to get to a specific area, you can do that right here and look for a specific document you're looking for. When you find the document or something that you are looking for, you can access it by tapping on this button here or the eyeball. If you're on an Android, I don't believe this tap works here. So you're going to want to hit the eyeball there to jump into that. So once we log in and see the document, you can hop in here and look at and review specific documents we have here in the app. You can then also mark it as your favorite. If you can see here, you have a little favorite button here. Anything you mark as your favorite will get thrown into its own specific category. So what I mean by that here is if I scroll through, I go down here to my favorite section, this is everything I have marked as my favorite. So if I want to unfavorite this after sun care video, it's going to remove it from my favorite section. And it's also going to be always listed here at the top in all these other categories as well. It's just going to simply duplicate it. It's going to be in the main section it belongs in, as well as the favorite section. Right there. So let's go ahead and take a minute here and show you how to share content on with somebody directly, and then we're going to take some time and show you how to share something more globally to maybe Facebook, for instance. So let's get a couple things loaded up here. Give me 2 seconds here to get this thing working. Okay, we have that set up. So now if we go to the contacts button here at the bottom, let's show you how to send something to someone directly. You can see I have a few contacts added here in my phone already. If I wanted to add somebody else in my contact list who's instantly interested in ASEA, I can go to my sync device contacts button here. And now I have an option to sync all of my contacts or select. I just want to bring over a couple people that I know that I've been working with in my phone on the side. Let's go through here and let's add a couple people here. Just like that. You can go through your list and simply add them in just like that. And let's hit done here at the top. Now those contacts are now added into my phone so I can begin to share with them. We're going to use my contact here as an example, just because that is easier and it has my phone number so we can track that. So let's go here and go to Derek Woodward. And from here, we have the options to share tools. I can text right from here. I can call right from here. There's a few things that you can do that makes this instantly the ability to share directly right from this screen. So let's go ahead and hit the Share Tools button here. What that's going to do is it's going to pull up all of my content, and I can go through and find something to share with this contact. So let's go here and let's share the One of my new ASEA stories. I know I added a bunch of those here recently. All right, Sean Burke here. Let's go ahead and click on that. Now down here at the bottom, I have the option of how I would want to share. I have the option to email it, SMS, social, or I can copy the link if I want to do it that way. What we're going to do here in this example is we're going to send a text message. So we're going to tap on the text message button here. And I'm going to select Derek Woodward. And it's going to take a minute to generate a link for this contact. As you can see right there, the loading. And there we go. So you can go here and clean this up a little bit. It looks like there's a couple little text bugs in there that I can look at and getting fixed up for you guys. But this is how you prepare your message for sending. You can go here and you can introduce your message and say something like, something like that. You just want to make sure you do not adjust this link down here at the bottom, because that is the link that provides us the tracking information of who watches our content and things like that. All right, successfully sent the message, and there is my message coming in right here. So let's go ahead and click on that as if we received this message. Okay, and so let's go ahead and click on it and open it up. And up here at the top, you can see immediately I get a notification that this contact has viewed the ASEA video, Sean Burke. So that's what I want to see there. Let's click through it and go maybe about halfway through. All right, let's go ahead and pause that, and let's jump back into the app and see what kind of information is getting back to us. Now, we receive these notifications as we're out and about on our day. You don't have to be in the app to receive those notifications. As you send content, and when your prospects or contacts open it up, you are going to get notified through the app whenever that happens. So let's go here and go back, hit cancel here to get out of the sharing area. And now down here, we have the feed button, the bottom right area here. This little feed button here is going to tell us what we shared, how much they watched of the content, and everything like that. So just from sharing the content, we can see that Derek has viewed the video, visited the site, and watched about 65% of the video. A couple of things we can do here with the feed area that I want to make sure you guys know is you can go ahead and mark it as a reminder to follow up at a later date. That's something that a lot of people do if they're going through and sharing a lot of content. They can go through all of their different people and make this area a little bit easily digestible by marking it as a reminder. Then up at the top, you can toggle it to see only your reminders, and then reach out to those who you specifically marked as a reminder. A simple tap on these items here will take you right to the contact where you can call them and go through the process there. So this is very much a mobile CRM notification engine for you. So to finish marking it as your reminder, you can go ahead and swipe it and mark it as done, like so. So sharing is very easy in this app, and I want to make sure you guys know how to do that. If you guys have any questions, you can also set this up if you're in the US and Canada, I believe, for text message notifications, which is a cool feature as well. If you don't want to rely on the push notifications on the app, you can do that as well. And you can do that by going into the My Profile section here, My Info, and make sure your phone number is set down there on the bottom to get your text message notifications. All right, to share via social media, let's take a couple minutes here and show you how to do that. Let's go here and share. What do we have that we can go through? Maybe we'll do this men's skin video here. We're going to go ahead and share it on social media. So when you find this video that you want to share, you simply tap on it, you get to this screen right here, and you have a couple of things that you can do here. If you want to share it directly on your Facebook timeline, for instance, you can go here and click on the social button. And that social button is this one right here. And it's going to generate this area right here. Now, what this is it's requiring us to write a unique message before we share this content. Facebook and every other social media's companies alike, they want unique content before you post it on their page. And that's to prevent spam and to kind of keep some some uniqueness to the things that we post and share on social media. So let's go ahead and do that right now. We can use the example message here to kind of get us a head start on the process. We can delete that little text bug there. And if we were to try and copy this here, it's going to tell us it needs to be at least 10% different from the example message. So try again. So let's take a couple minutes here and clean this up. All right, check my link in the comments for more information. And I wonder if we can even also add perfect, we can do something like this. So now if we copy this, it's going to allow us to move on to the next step because we have changed this and made it a little bit more unique. So let's go ahead and hit copy now. You can see here, your message has been copied. You can now paste it. So let's go through here and find a social media platform. Facebook is the one I'm looking for here in this case. So let's go ahead here and click on Facebook. Now what's going to happen here is that link that you can see right down there, that is going to be a link directly to my my video on my page. Okay, let's pull this up here. Now, where the cursor is flashing, this is where we can take the time and paste in the message that we typed previously. Boom, right there. Hey, friends, I just wanted to share this with you. We can also clean this up just a step more from this area here. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. So now we did that there. We have another step here that we have to do after we post this. This is where we can take the time to choose who we want to share it with, certain groups and things like that. So far, this is looking pretty good. So let's go ahead here and hit next. And let's go ahead and hit share. Sharing via Facebook is a very, very clean process that I'm really proud of. There's still one other step though. We have a link in the comments that we have to add. So what we normally like to include in the first comment is your replicated site. So let's go here back to the app and let's find my replicated site. Here we go. We have my ASEA page here. This is where I would like to share. And if I click on this as an example, it's going to pull up here. And you can see there's my page. That's exactly what I would want to add to my Facebook post. So let's hit copy here. The link has been copied to your clipboard. Let's go back into Facebook here. Let's find my post. Perfect. Check my link in the comments for more information. You can paste that here. I don't have any flashy emojis here in this case. Let's see what I got here. I'll throw some trees in there. Now, when we send this off, it's going to post my replicated site down there at the bottom. So anybody on my Facebook wall, if they want to investigate this further, they can click on my video to watch the content there, but then they can also go down below and access my ASEA page to learn more about the video that I posted. So sharing on social media is super slick, super fast, and hopefully you guys understand how that works. And if you have any questions, I'm always here to help you with that. Now, for those of you, there's another cool step that I want to show you before we open this up to a Q&A, and that's sharing something via Facebook Messenger for somebody that you maybe do not have as a contact in your phone. That's something that comes up quite frequently, and a lot of people have Facebook connections, but they don't have their phone number. So sharing something directly with them gets kind of tough. So there's a way that you can share using this app and receive information on when they open it up right through here. So let me show you how that works here. So if you have a Facebook friend that you wanted to share some content with, but you don't have their phone number, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start by adding them as a contact into your phone. So just like I'm doing here, we're going to add a quick bogus phone number here, just to kind of show the app that we have a contact to add here. Facebook friend named James. Now James is going to pull up here into my friends list. Facebook friend James. Let's mark him as a hot contact here so we can find him easily using these tabs here at the top. All right, so once we're here and we added our Facebook friend here, we can tap on that contact and we can go here to the Share Tools button. And now we can find a video that we would like to share with James on Facebook. Now keep in mind, we don't have their phone number, we don't have their email address, but if we find something we would like to share, you can simply use the copy link button here. And what that's going to do is it's going to copy a link for James so that when you share it on Facebook Messenger, you are going to get an alert when that contact watches that video. So let's go back. Now that we have that link copied, we can go into our Facebook Messenger here. And we can paste it. Anybody you send it here. Now, when that contact opens it up, it will be tracking for James. Just to show you that here, let me copy this. Let's see if I can grab this here. Copy the link. Let's open up my Firefox real fast. Okay, and we paste this in here as if we are that Facebook friend. And as we go to that, Facebook friend James has viewed the video. So you can share using Facebook messengers and also still receive those tracking links. That's what that step is there to show you. Pretty cool stuff. Let's bounce back here into the app. And I believe at this point, we are ready to open this up to a quick Q&A with you guys and make sure you guys don't have any specific questions on any areas of the app. So what I'd like to do here is unmute everybody here and just each take your time here. If there's no one talking, you can go ahead and chime in and unmute and ask some questions. First things first, let me look here in the chat and see if there's any questions that I can help address. Okay, the first one here in the chat was, where did my business section go? And what they're referring to here is, if you look here at an example of my training video, down here below, we had a tools, contacts, learn, feed, and business. You can see here below that has been replaced with this more button here. And if you tap on that more, you can see the business tab has not really gone far. It's just been one step up here into that area right there. So this is going to allow us to add a lot more functionality to the app with adding more menus and things like that, just so we're not limited to 5 buttons here, for instance. So hopefully that helped answer your question there. Does anybody else have any other questions that they'd like me to address? All right.
Yes. Can you explain to me the differences between the old Genie and the ASEA Connect app?
Yeah, absolutely. So ASEA has recently released this new app here. Now, what the main differences are is we came in contact with the relationship with this app developer who is going to help us grow this app and allow us to have much more functionality with things that we're able to do, and bring us more in contact with the field and be able to actually share, push notifications out and address the field in a proper way. The previous app, the main difference is you could find a lot of more leadership communication in the previous Genie app. You're not going to find that much here. This is going to be much more of a corporate to-field app for content, an official library of content. You're probably going to see that going to be the main difference there between the existing Genie Go app and the ASEA Connect app that you're looking at here on my screen. The ASEA Connect app is going to be our official library of content that you're going to normally find in our media library in ASEA. So if I go here and show you, that was one of the biggest differences we had between the two different apps that we had launched previously, was the content. This is going to have all of our content from our media library here. Not everything that you see on my screen here on the left is obviously here in the app, but anything on this screen here that you would have an inkling to share, you're going to find it here in our new ASEA Connect app.
I think that the Connect app is really wonderful in terms of being able to use your phone as your office now instead of a desktop. Is there any way of transferring over the clients or your prospects from the old Genie to this one? And is really the old Genie app then even viable, for being a part of at this point?
So there's a couple things with that. And now, normally I would say no. I mean, there really is no difference with that unless you have a leader specifically posting content and news and things with the Genie Go app. But both apps are very similar, and I've had that question come up before, and it all comes to really how you want to do it. There is definitely an easy way to transfer your contacts from one to the other, and I show that a little bit here in our app training section for importing your contacts right here. We have a video that kind of specifies that specific process on transferring from Genie to this platform here, but it can be a little bit complicated as we're dealing with CSV files and different Excel documents. There's a few gotchas that a few contacts or a few associates have gotten themselves into that I'd like to maybe take some time with you after the call here today, just to make sure you do it correctly, and we can help transfer your contact over. Would you like some assistance at some point this week to transferring your contacts over?
Perhaps sometime this week would be great. I'm limited on time this morning,
Sure.
But I really enjoy the training sessions, and I really do believe that this is the way forward for ASEA in terms of sharing. Thank you so much for your involvement in this.
Of course, David, thank you so much. Reach out to me on that connect@aseaglobal.com email address, and let's set up some time where you and I can go through on answering more of your questions on some of the differences and help you with some contact transferring. That's kind of what I've specialized in, especially in the early launch of this app, is bringing a lot of the Genie people over into this app just to make things a little bit easier in the long run for you. So definitely reach out to me and I'd be happy to help you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks, David. Now, does anyone else have any other questions that they'd like me to address? All right. If not, I'm going to get this cut up and put up on our different training platforms here. If you guys have any questions, my email is up there on the screen, connect@aseaglobal.com. Reach out to me if you have anything, and I'll be here to help you. Have yourself a great week, you guys, and we'll see you next week. Oh, looks like I was going to end there a little bit early. I have a hand raised up in the chat. Did you have a question? Looks like from Europe.
Hi. Sorry. Yeah, I missed your hour because it changed.
Oh, yeah, daylight savings time got you, right?
Yeah, I'm late. So my question was, I didn't follow. So could you put this session in replay?
Absolutely. So you're going to be able to find this on our Facebook page here, on our ASEA Connect Facebook page, and also on our ASEAConnect.me training
Yeah,
page.
ASEA Connect. Okay, correct.
So we're going to
Okay,
post it up
thank
there
you.
for you so you can watch it. But yes, that daylight savings got me a little bit too yesterday.
Yeah, we're here in Europe. It's going to be changed end of this month, and then it's going to be normal again. But I forgot to change my date. So okay, thank you
Yes,
very
I'll
much.
get it posted. Have yourself a
Nice
great
day.
afternoon.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.